Hello everybody, my name is Patrick Outani and let's speak about game Tari, Firouzja, Norway chess classic, and it was 6th round. And this game is interesting because Firouzja played a really great chess, and I believe that one day we will see World Chess Championship match between Firouzja and Carlsen. So watch this young player how he's playing like chess machine. Karokan, and a really safe variation from the white point of view. Bishop to d3 is today a really popular chess opening, and really the biggest message after this move is that the white love to be safe without any difficulties, dangers and big complication. But watch this game because everything will be different. And c3, bishop to g4, this is really ordinary chess move. Black need to play e6 and play standard position. White's queen is under attack, and because the pawn on b7 is without defender, it's making sense to go to b3. You know, this move is okay. White is attacking on b7 pawn, but you know, it's a question if this queen is standing on the right square. You know, that's a question for top chess players, and of course because black's pawn on b7 is under attack, black need to save this pawn. You know, maybe another plan for white is to play bishop to f4, so it's a good idea to stop this plan and of course defend b7 pawn. So a simple move is going to defend this pawn and is going to stop white to play bishop to f4. Nothing special till now. h3. Okay, h3 is not a mistake, but if black is going for attack, maybe one day he will be happy that white played h3 because g5 and one day g4 should be a really fast move where black's attack should be a really speedy. So h3, okay, bishop to d7. It's difficult to play bishop to h5 because of g4, and now this pawn will be lost after g5, and of course that's something what white is looking for, to win a central pawn for nothing. This is really good to know, this plan, and for this reason after h3 white know that black has to go to d7. Okay, some ordinary moves and e6. So what we saw in this position, yes, black played to g4 and d7, and of course black has this bishop locked behind his pawns, but at the other side white has moved h3, and as I told you, g5 and one day g4 should be a really aggressive plan, and this is everything working because of move h3. Okay, now is another interesting move. Really old chess books are speaking that if black has this pawn formation, this bishop is going to e7. That on e7 is the best square for this bishop if black has this pawn formation. But now, you know, at this time, strong chess grandmaster believe that, you know, maybe it's interesting to go to d6, not to e7. Bishop to g5 and short castle. Okay, knight to d2, and this position looks like ordinary position. You know, white has here 3 pawns, black 2, so maybe it's good plan to play b5, a5, b4, a4. But maybe watch this position once again. This queen is standing on the right side of the board. So if the queen is on b3, that means that this piece is not here. Okay, if we are black and if we are playing for win, we need to be aggressive. Knight to h5. And what do you think? What's the idea behind this move? why black is playing with his knight into the edge. You know, maybe that f4 pawn, or sorry, f4 square is a weak square. And you know, now everything is working well for black because, as I told you, black played bishop to d6 and not to e7. From this square, black is interesting to take f4 square. f4 square should be good if black is playing for attack. And how to play for attack? f6. f6 is a really interesting move because behind this move it's idea to play g5. Yes, of course, it's a good idea to play knight to f4. And still we are looking for a really interesting middle game. Black has one small difficulty is what he will do with this bishop, because this bishop is locked behind his pawns. But at the other side, black doesn't have any big difficulties. He has no weaknesses and, okay, ordinary standard middle game position. But you know, you are playing for win. You believe that you are a stronger chess player, and for this reason f6 is a really interesting move in this position. At least this pawn should be a weakness. So now knight to f4 and g5. And of course, this is a really sharp move, and the right answer for white is to play in the center. Center move here is c4. So now we are watching a really classical chess game. One player is playing in a wing, another player is playing in the center. So if I will speak about this position, black has chances in the middle game, but white has chances in an end game. So now everybody knows how to play. And watch this game because Firouzja is playing like chess machine, you know, nearly without mistake. c4, of course, in the center. Black is going to h8, and I believe that these squares are, of course, interesting squares for black's rooks. And of course, if black is looking for attack, you need to play over a g file. Maybe move a3 is the right move and play a3 and b4. Of course, white need to be aggressive. Really the biggest white mistake is to sit and play nothing. So white need to find aggressive plan, and maybe move a3 and b4 looks like is aggressive, but rook to c1, not bad move, of course. White is looking to c7, and on c7 is black's queen. So what to play? Now we have to go for attack, rook to g8, and watch these two rooks. White's rook is looking to c7, black's queen, but black's rook on g8 is looking to g1, white's king. So dangerous position for both sides. And now I'm not sure if white is playing the right move because he took on f4 and he's going to improve this piece. You know, this piece on d6 is standing well, but it's much more stronger on f4. Of course, idea behind this move is to play move b4, because now to play b4 is too risky because we have here bishop. So for this reason, white took on f4 and now b4. And maybe the right move is to play a rook to c3, because this rook is good in the defense and of course is good in attack. So this is more flexible move than b4. And okay, b4. Yes, of course, white need to play fast and to find a really active plan, because if white is sitting and doing nothing, will be lost soon. But what to play now? Black is going to d6 and he's running out of this threat. b5, and c5. So both sides are playing the right moves. White is active on the queen side and black is active on the opposite side. So to c7, and looks like black has difficulties because white is taking space as a c5 pawn, b5 pawn, but white is not active with his pieces. You know, it's difficult to believe that with so bad pieces we have chances to play good, active, aggressive plan. You know, watch bishop or rook, queen, rook, and maybe this knight. You know, this is a really bad army sitting, and maybe white love to play active, aggressive chess, but his pieces are not ready for fight. This is really important to see that white is not ready. Somewhere he made a mistake because his pieces are not active. Yes, of course, white's pawn formation looks aggressive, but without pieces, they are not so aggressive. Okay, g3, and now watch this move, g4, and you know, fight is starting and white is under pressure. What's happened if white will take on f4? Of course, black will take back this piece, and in this position, at this side of the chessboard, white's king is there alone. He doesn't have there any defenders, he doesn't have there any friends. Oh no, he's alone. And maybe this move, okay, yes, of course, if white will take like this, he's losing piece. So he has to take by the knight. But white is under strong pressure. You know, black's attack is really strong, and maybe white is lost here anyway. But we are watching another variation, and white took on g4. And as I told you, looks like black is playing a really good chess. Not good chess, but from the Firouzja is starting to be really one of the biggest challengers of Magnus Carlsen. So he took on g4. Interesting move is to take on g3, of course. And it's difficult to see where whites make a mistake. Maybe move h3. Maybe he was too active with pawns and not active with pieces. Bishop to h3, of course, and now e5. And Firouzja is playing really well. He's playing in the center. He doesn't care about this bishop. He's taking space in the center. Watch these two pawns. It was the main white's plan to be active there. But without pieces, there's nothing there. So, white took and black took. And of course, here is a threat. Here is a threat to take on g3. Another threat to go to h3. Another threat to go to g8. And maybe h5, h4. Knight should go to f5 and take on g3, and nearly all black's army is ready for attack. But at the other side, white's army is not ready for fight. And this is the biggest difference and maybe the biggest lesson from this game. If we are looking to improve our chess, watch a difference between white pieces and black pieces. This is a different, and this is really important to have the right feeling how to play chess. We have to play with pieces. We have to play with active pieces, and our pieces need to play like a team. So all together support each other. Knight to h2. Yes, what's happened if white will take is a check, and looks like White is absolutely lost. It's really difficult to believe that White will survive this position with such a bad pieces. No way. Okay, anyway, this attack is so strong, and even player 2600 has big difficulties to survive. Okay, knight to h2, of course, and Black's attack is winning. Nice game. We are watching a really young chess player, maybe 16 years, maybe 17 years old player. And just imagine how strong he will be in next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I believe that Firouzja one day will play with Magnus Carlsen, and one of them will be World Chess Champion. Okay, e4. Still, Black is not interesting to save this bishop. Knight to f5. Another time is this bishop for free. And okay, this is the end of the game, of course. Bishop will take on g3. And what's happen if white will take is check, take, and of course there is no enough compensation for white and it's lost anyway. But this game was so nice. Rook to g2 and white resign. What a game! This was really amazing performance of young Alireza Firouzja. Nice game, and we saw how Black is playing for win. He was playing for attack, aggressive chess, and he outplayed a really strong chess grandmaster like nothing. So yes, watch this player, because this player I bet will be one day world chess champion. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free and press like or press follow, and I will see you next time in another nice, I hope nice, good chess video for you. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye bye.